YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Timberborn Strategy and Tactics, episode 9. So, in our last episode, we weathered another, what was it, 7-day drought? Not too bad. Those are starting to become kind of easy peasy for us. But it's not going to stay that way. As you can see, we lost a whole level of our dam here. The water level dropped an entire block, and once again separated this deeper pool and the outer pool, like so. Obviously that didn't put us in any hypercritical danger of anything, but it shows that these droughts still have teeth, and these are still kind of the softball droughts. We're not playing hardball yet. We have not reached the double digits yet. We will. We absolutely will, and we need to be prepared for that, or, we won't be long for this world. But, for now, things are looking up, and our next thing here is we need to get our gears going. So once the water starts pumping itself out from here, we'll get some actual water flow. These will start to spin, and we'll be good to go. I turned back on this pump, so we should be good. Probably want a few more pumps just to keep up with our population going here. Let's see here. Are you gonna start spinning? I don't think it has to refill well, actually it might need to refill the entire basin here to where it starts flooding to, in order for it to register enough water movement to get these two things a-spinning. So it's not an immediate thing, but we do need that to start spinning so that we can get our gears on. And while this does seem a little bit iffy at the moment, do we have actually, Gear Workshop are fully employed. There we go. Now, water's flowing, water's spinning, gears are doing their thing. And now we have this as our hyper thing because we want this grist mill getting grist milled. We want to get some form of thing. My goal here is to get enough gears to get at least one grist mill up and running, and then enough gears to get this bakery up and running. Only 10 needed. And that way we can get our bread going. Then I'll get this other grist mill because we have a lot of built up wheat that needs to be put to use. We should get another barracks up and running while we're at it, since we're pretty darn close here, population-wise. And now it finally refilled this basin, and we got our flooding going, which is fine. Did I never signal these areas to get cut? No, I told it to get cut. We probably just don't have a lumberjack here. Yeah, no we don't. That's fine. Let's pump the brakes. There we go. That way we would have filled anything else that was lacking workers here. Alright, we got 2 gears out of yesterday, but now we'll actually have a full day of production since the water is flowing from day 1. 19 gears. We should have 1 more gear here. There we go. 20 gears. Build progress. Let's pump the brakes again. I don't know why I adopted the phrase pump the brakes since there's no automotive motif here. But, there's Ragni, our friend Ragni. Please report for duty, Ragni. You are needed. Granted, we also need to get wheat and flour up in there. There's the wheat. Alright, Ragni, do your thing. Alright, how quick is this to convert? Faster than the gears. I'll take it. Alright, so next things on the priority should be this bakery, which is good. And it only needs 10 gears, so that shouldn't take us too long. I marked this for wheat. We have our builders now. Builder's hut. Do we want you... We don't actually have a major project going. We've already got this barracks up and running, so we don't actually need the builder's hut right now. So it can be the one that is unemployed right now, or unstaffed at the moment. I mean, yeah, the builders can get this up and running a little bit faster. But that's fine. We're mostly just waiting for our key structures here. And yeah, you're almost all set. You're starting to get the gears needed. But at least we're starting to convert. And as long as we can get our bread engine going here, I'm pretty happy. Now, as far as our next project goes, obviously we want to get this up and running. The other thing we want to do is consider our next colony here. Oh, actually, one other thing I want to do, and this is something I've been meaning to address. So there's an item in here called, where is it? Not that. Maybe it's in food. Nope, it's not in food. So the thing that I was thinking of, I realize I can't find it because I think that's a folktale only, is the irrigation tower. Basically what it does is you have to feed it water and it spread greenery all around it. Which is all well and good, except that it is a water hog. It will constantly need to be fed, and therefore it takes a lot of beaver power. However, there is a build that is a lot better? Question mark? Actually, no, it is a lot better. No question mark needed. That allows you to spread irrigation without any sort of muss or fuss, as it were. And I'm going to show it to you right over here, because this little area could use some extra greenery, especially for our forestry here. So let me show you how it works. The way this thing works, and I did not come up with this thing. I've seen this build around. A lot of people are saying it's broken. I'm partially inclined to agree with them, but we'll see. So the way this works is we want to put one up here. Actually, do I want to actually just stick you like... No, we'll stick to the high ground here. So one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here. We unlock the water dump. This tells our beavers to basically bring water to this thing and dump it into a particular area. In this case, we're dumping it into this little tiny pit. Now we're getting ourselves a little bit of stairs. We should be able to... Yeah, well, that should be within our connective areas here. We will prioritize this one, because otherwise it'll get locked off from everybody if we don't build that one first. And we can also max prioritize this one to make sure it gets the gears. Yeah, this one is anti-prioritized, just because I want to make sure that the gears don't go flowing that direction. Alright, we got flour going, flour accumulating. And yes, one of my commenters did mention that we could have put the bakery on top of these things, especially where the flour is being stored, and that would have actually been a pretty smart idea. I didn't think of it at the time, but good eye and good thinking. Alright, still have some chaotic flooding over here, but that's okay. It's giving life to the patch of trees, so those can actually start, or not start, but continue growing naturally. Also, no, we have not built this yet. But it's not out of range yet, so it's just a matter of everyone getting ready for these. This should be easy for them to get up because these just require logs. How are we on gears? Can't get all the required materials. Right. Well, you guys just got to keep gearing up here. I mean, they've got the planks. It's just because these gears take so freaking long to make. That's our bottleneck. I mean, even with 2 gear factories, I don't want to go for 3 because once we've built our supercritical structures that need gears, it's going to be a bit excessive. And, you know, we can accumulate gears and then do expansions afterwards. This just happens that we need to front load a bunch of gears. But we should have this built before the end of that, and then we can start working on this last grist mill. There's a few other projects that I need that require gears here. We got a snoozy beaver over here. Oh, we got you down here. Let's put you on potato, and this time we'll prioritize you as planting. Let's pump those brakes. Oh yeah, and all the builders go in. Aha! And now we're going to pump these brakes because we need to make sure that our bakery gets a... Well, actually, now brake pumping is no longer actually very useful if we don't have a single storehouse for all of our workers. There we go. Now we have that. Can hold... Yeah, we've pretty much made enough flour for all of its internal storage, and once morning rolls around, then we'll be good. You can go up to neutral priority. That's fine. We still need to pump more water. I think another thing that we need to get online is just more raw pumps. So I think a pump over here would behoove us. Or heck, we could just do one over here that sticks into the pit. Although that might drain the pit too quickly. Well, yeah, that might drain the pit too quickly. So let's go off of the side over here. This is a good spot for it. We go here, we do a deep water pump, and yeah, you're already hooked up to our network. We just need you up on here. We'll make you a nice high priority. Yeah, we have plenty of logs, like literally right here. So that should be no problem at all. All right, we got our potato farmers helping out here, replanting the taters. Excellent. Again, we're probably... Oh yeah. Yes, we are making bread. Now, just to review here, bread will give them nutrition 3, which I believe gives them... What does that... carrying speed. Yes, I just saw that. Carrying speed plus... Oh, come on, game. Plus 10%, I think. So normally when they're carrying something, it slows them down. If they're fortified with bread, that lets them walk faster while carrying bread. Or while carrying anything. I mean, they could be carrying bread. It works on bread too. But yeah, that's where we are with that right now. So that is a good thing. And now we have a full diversity in our foodstuffs. And actually our potatoes are getting snarfed up, so this is going to give them a little bit of a reprieve. Nobody seems to want the carrots. Our carrot storage is full. We got to teach our young beavers to eat their veggies. Yeah, you're starting to accumulate more gears. I think a second grist mill is correct. We probably don't need to go nuts with more than that, but we should still be good. And that is built already. Nice. All right, let's get you pumping. Pump the brakes. Excellent. All right, next thing that we want to get up and running here is we actually want to start thinking about our next district. See, there's one thing that this whole area, this little plateau and the surrounding fields and whatnots don't provide for us. It was great. It was a great start, but there's something we're missing. And that something is metal. See, unlike when we started on the Meander map back during my stream, we had metal in our backyard. We could reach it very easily from our initial town hall location. Here, not so much. Even with our town hall moved over here, the nearest thing of metal is way over here. I would say probably out of its reach. So we're probably going to need to get another thing developed, say, over here. This is kind of the reason why I wanted to flood the river over this way, too. Because I have some plans for this area. This whole area down here. So that being said, let us make our way. Let's start making our way with that. So the first thing is, and the other reason I did this little pathway here, is we can easily hop up onto the next plateau ledge up over here. We are probably, I know it pains me to sacrifice this much land, but I think we need to get our pathways kind of connected here. So we're going to, do something like that. It pains me, but it's got to be done. And that way we can get a pathway leading up this way. There's plenty of wheat fields around here. We could probably keep another farmhouse busy, if need be. And yeah, you keep cutting these trees down because we want this. We want this, like right here, is what we want. Because I have some plans. I've got some plans for this whole region. Part of me wants to ladder down here. So that we can just harvest up these things and add them to here, because this industrial log pile is going to be put to use. And actually, we should start putting it to use. Why shouldn't we? So, what we're going to do here is we are going to dam off this whole region over here. Probably capping it up here, letting it fill up to here, and then capping it along here. This is why we wanted this industrial log pile over here. So I think what we should do is we got to get some routes down here. Because we got to build from the down up. We can't just start building the dam at the top. So what we'll do here is, let's see if it will let us, if we can levee down here. I think they can build this levee block, the lower one, first. And then build the stairs on top of that. And then obviously we'll backfill that with more levee blocks. But we gotta start with a little ring around the Rosie here. And start doing something like, and this is why I wanted to build that builder's hut. Yeah, something like you. And again, yes, I know you can do diagonals. I just happen to like the look of it, and we have enough wood to spare. Yeah, we'll let you do your thing. We're going to need the other district in order to cap off this end. So we're just sort of building this front end here. Also, what I'm probably going to do is probably going to swap out this block for a proper dam. So let me actually nix this path. I'm going to nix this dam right here, just while we're still in the wet season. Get a proper levee here, and then path it. And then we will maximum priority that to repair it so that things don't, we don't have stranded beavers and all that bad stuff. There's our announcement. Yeah, that's the other reason why we got to actually fill this back up, or rather, because we're draining our pool here. That's I think 3 days will be enough for it to fill all the way back up, but let's just make sure we get it filled all the way back up. Because it's making me a little nervous right now. That was a little auspicious time. There we go. All right, we're good. Now this can fill back up. It's probably going to flood a little tiny bit, but the drought will dry that up pretty quickly and easily. And yeah, we're not actually going to be able to hold any water here effectively. Not yet. But again, long-term plans. How are we doing on bread? Bread's doing well. Did we get this up and running? Not yet. You guys are just slowly working at those gears. That's fine. I do think another grist mill is the correct answer, just to keep up with our wheat production. And yeah, they can put that down there, so that's good. Actually, what we can probably do in place of these wooden stairs is just do more levees. Why not? And then they can just walk along the top of them to make all of these levees. $76. We're still not pumping what we need to pump. Is all of our water pumps being pumped? No, they are not. Let's pump those brakes. We need to make sure that we refill our stuff. Because this is not enough water storage for comfort's sake. Coming into this drought here. Part of me wants another water pump. Just to be safe, but maybe not. That might be a little overkill. I think having 3 continuously operating pumps during the drought should be good. Because yeah, water is more the concern over food. Food, we're flying high with food right now. We are in a very good place with food. Let's just make sure you are getting nice and full. I think you are about as full as you can get. Alright, we got plenty of those. Our potatoes are doing well. You just need to get built. Yeah, let's builder's hut. Because there's an unemployed beaver. There we go, I was about to say. Oh no, Zeffy Wings! Our first name-in-game patron who was born has finally died of old age. They're starting to drop. You have served us well, Zeffy Wings. The colony has prospered thanks to your hard work. You will be missed. $1.7 days. Yeah, a bunch more births to help replace all of these. And yeah, everyone's going in for a chomp of their bread. Doing just fine here. And that should get everyone else moving around, moving and working all that more faster. Aha, too far from builders. Well, no, actually, it's going to say that until we start tunneling towards it this way. And actually, you know what? This seems like a little excessive. It's bothering me just a little bit. That's better. I don't want to shorten it too much. I know there's a little kitty corner right here. But yeah. Well, actually, you know what? No, it doesn't bother me that much. I know, I'm being indecisive. I apologize. But we're not losing any materials on this just yet. So we'll be fine. All right, plenty of wood built up here. Plenty of homes, plenty of everything, really. You don't need to be on patrol right now. You don't need to be on duty right now. Go fill some of our other buildings. Oh yeah, our little greenery patch over here. Remember our little project here? Yeah, well now our beavers are dripping water into this, and it has greenified this whole area, which means we can now start planting more maples. That's kind of the whole point here. And over here, planting more maples. This forester is going to be much busier. But this is our wood district. So yeah, get to work. And this doesn't actually consume much water. The only water that we lose to this is evaporation from the single tile, and it's not that much. In fact, you know what? Why don't we turn you off? Well, as long as there's a little tiny bit of water there, then this area will remain nice and wet. And as soon as we notice the area dry up, then we just turn it back on and assign somebody to it. So yeah, this is pretty thing. Like I said, it's a little on the overpowered side. I'm not going to necessarily spam this construction because that might make things a little too easy, but I wanted to demonstrate it for you. Just to give you that tool for your toolbox. All right. Yeah, this whole area is actually not flooding the way I thought it would. It might start if this goes on far enough, but I think the fact that we're pumping out from this lake means that we're kind of staving off the chaos flooding that would otherwise happen with only one. Although you can see how quickly the water is rushing through this one little gap here. Yeah, the water doesn't quite make it all the way down here. I don't think it really knows where to go, but if we cap it off, like right here, then it'll start to accumulate into a rather nice and impressive reservoir. And that will keep several of our things. Because like I said, our next district we're planning over here, and that will give our other district ample access to water that they can drink. Because they got to drink too, and the problem with planning out districts, which we will cover in a future episode, is making sure that not only are you splitting your population, but you need to ensure that there are supplies for your beavers in your new district. They can't just rush over and take a drink from a storage tank or a pump being powered by your other, the other side of the house, by your other district. So you need to plan out and make sure you have redundant supplies so that nobody goes, hungry or thirsty. It could be feast or famine here. We don't have anyone in this grist mill. Let's pump brakes for like 0.2 days, although it's hardly worth it. because these are going to stop pretty soon, as soon as the drought hits. But drought season is the perfect time to work on our dam projects. Don't you think? I think the other reason why this isn't turning into much of a proper river is because the water is ultimately flowing off and down here. Once we get this area shut off, then this will turn into a proper river, at least until we get this area capped off. Drought has started. 10 days! Boy, I really had to tempt fate, didn't I? I had to say, oh, we haven't had any double-digit droughts yet. That 7-dayer wasn't so bad, yeah? Yeah. At least our water supplies are decently full, but we are turning these breeding pods off. I do not want them sipping at water during the drought season. This may be a somewhat lean period. I'm going to turn you off for the moment, because I don't want this whole riverbed area to dry up. And we will see if we can subsist on the pumps that we have now. One thing we can do before we end the episode here is connect our road structures. And I think, yeah, we'll put you up there. Eventually we'll pick a spot for a district gate where I want to cut it off. But I'm not entirely sure where I want to cut that off yet. We'll see. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!